live. I haven't got much to say, but you can go live now with shorts with this vertical thing on YouTube, which is handy, isn't it? It's quite easy. So I wonder if anybody will pop up. Probably not. With let's see, you've probably got better things to do on a what day is it? Friday. Anyway, so I'll tell you what I'll talk about. I'll talk about I've got a new practice regime because I noticed I'm going to do a lot of videos on practice and because a lot of people get in touch and say that they're struggling with finding time to practice, and I have been as well. And I realised that I was doing a load of work, but not actually working on my stuff. So what I've done is I've found a practice space, and I'm going to, regardless of how busy I am. I hope this works. I mean, it's worked wonders so far. I've done it for like 4 days. Regardless of how busy I am, I'm going to prioritize the first half of the day to physical practice and rehearsal, which always feels like it's not work, weirdly enough. It's an odd thing when you do this for a living, you're a performer for a living, but then working on it seems, unless you go somewhere and you're kind of rehearsing, it's an odd thing. I wonder where the chat is. So, but what has happened is that when I've gone back, someone comments, see if the chat comes up. Don't say anything nasty. I'm feeling sensitive today. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? So I've let me just write back. So if you've just arrived, I'm trying out this. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? This is good, isn't it? So I got the note saying that you could go live on vertical phone thing. And I just thought I'd test it out. So I was just talking about the practice. Yes. So basically, and it's good, isn't it? Because it feels more relaxed. Like I have to turn the cameras on and do all that. So basically, I've been prioritizing practice rehearsal. Thank you, John. And amazing things are happening. I go to the gym that allows me a practice space, and I'm working on stuff that I've been working on and off for like 30 years. And I've given myself a deadline to finally get it sorted. And those things are my Lincoln ring routine. So it's funny, I'm in the gym with Lincoln rings in the spinning cycling room today. And I have just made the most amazing progress and one of the reasons is I'm going to do a whole thing on this, so this isn't a review or anything. There's a book called Juggling and the Art of Practice by my friend Ben Cornish. If you Google Juggling and the Art of Practice, and it's not just for jugglers. I mean, it is always talking to jugglers and interviewing jugglers he's done about their practice thing. So Ben Cornish, Juggling and the Art of Practice, I think. So let me just Google it. This is interesting, isn't it? And that really, just listening to people's sort of ways of practice and their kind of routines. But I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, it's advertised a lot. There's a guy, Ben Cornish. There's a guy that is in Cirque du Soleil who's written a book. He's studied high achievers, basically. And he's written this book called The Art of Practice. Yeah, Ben's book is Juggling the Art of Practice. So this is The Art of Practice. And where Ben's book is kind of gets you in the mood for it. It's quite general. It's got different people, interviewed loads of people, different people's ideas and things. Oh, saying that, I am not on the second half of the book yet. What Lado Dittmar, what he's done is he's really broken it down. He's got a whole course on it. He's got this book. He's got a PDF. He's got an audio book, and he's really dedicated a massive amount of his life to kind of looking at why some people achieve more than others with juggling. And I'm an interesting one because I'm a bad juggler by default. I mean, I can't catch very well, but it's the what is it that makes people kind of go, no, I'm going to, do that. But one of the things which I don't want to give away yet until I do the review, he's got one little thing that I read that made me approach practice completely differently, and I can't say what a difference it's made. It's phenomenal. I'll talk to him and see if he's happy with me sharing it. Very simple idea, but something that very few of us do. And I'll hint at, most of us kind of, when we practice, we sit down and we run through what we already know, and we do that, and it doesn't leave much cognitive energy to start working on the difficult stuff. So honestly, I'm so happy. I nailed a couple of things today that I've been trying to do for 30 years and kind of avoiding. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Right, let me Daryl the Magician, how you doing? Bruce, Bruce Cameron, beer time. That's what he's called. It's not beer time. I haven't had a drink now for 8 months. Imagine that. Thank you, John. Love all my reviews. Nice one from Paul Bond. Philo, yay, Philo. Yeah, Philo. So we're just. Can we talk about it, Philo? Can we, or have we got to wait? And while he answers, you might go. Speaking of juggling, I picked up a contact ball from Oddballs in Camden. I've always loved the look of it. Took it home and the kids were wanting to get into it too. Yeah, be careful of them. Yeah, well, as Tom just said, if you don't have any glass tables. I have broken so many things, including nearly my foot with contact juggling balls. And do not leave them on the carpet. I've burnt a carpet with them. You get a sun on them and they burn stuff. So every time you put them, just get a habit of putting them under something, not in the sun, because I have heard horror stories of rooms burning and fires happening and stuff like that. But yes, so contact juggling has been once. So I do a thing in my show where I juggle 3 balls, right? And I catch one on my forehead and then do a half a head roll. So a head roll is something it's really, really difficult. You've got it balanced there and you do that and it rolls down to your ear. And for 30 years, I've been doing that, or maybe 26 years, I'm probably exaggerating for effect. But for 26 years, I've been doing that only on one side. And the older I got, I thought, well, I can't really practice it too much because my back's not great. And I've gone in and practiced just the other side. And today I hit it quite a few times where I did, well, the other thing I couldn't do was get it back from my ear to my head. So I was going from there to there, back to here, which is quite easy, flipping it up and then catching it at the end of the routine. And I've now, oh good, I'm glad you bought a bag for it. Today I was getting it from here to here, back again, and the other side, and I can't say it. And it hasn't taken long. It's just the approach of going, right, I'm just going to do that. That's what I'm going to do today. Contact juggling is more dangerous than juggling fire or chainsaws. It certainly is, because chainsaws never usually got teeth in them, or they're not rotating. And fire. Actually, I didn't say that. I didn't say that it was. Don't copy me and go, oh, it's all right to go and juggle chainsaws now. Don't do that, or fire, unless you're a professional under supervision. But anyway, I hope I was going to try and get a review out today, but I've been geeking out on technical magic, and I'm going to make sure I have the evening off tonight. But I'm really excited about the stuff I'm working on. What am I working on today? What I will tell you is, I'm going to embarrass myself with pronunciation now. Gwilym, who performed with me at the Bear Pit, has done a really cool, completely free project. And I'm going to do a whole thing on it, but I'll mention it now. So please go and have a look at this, because it is free and he's put a lot of work on it. Let me search him up. Right. I'm going to massacre the pronunciation. Gwilym Bugea, maybe. He has done a project absolutely free, which is called, let me open the project. From one magician to another, right? So you can have a look at the trailer on YouTube, From One Magician to the Other. And Gwilym is spelled Gwilym, Bugea, or apologies for that, Bugeja. And you can probably link through to that, and or search it on Penguin. And he's just interviewed people. Oh, I'll answer your question in a minute, Tom. He's interviewed people that were at the Bear Pit. So he's interviewed me and everybody else that was there, and talked about his approach to it. And people see it as a very difficult thing. So we've all got a different kind of take on it, and it's a really lovely project. So do go and have a look at that, please. That'd be lovely, and I'll do a proper thing on it soon. Right, Tom says, any chance for a podcast soon, Steve? This has been a real shame for me. Yes, there is, by the way. I'm not giving up on it, but I realised I was doing a podcast, I was doing reviews, I was doing everything that didn't earn me any money, and my bank account let me know about it, as did the person who does my accounts. So it's great doing all this stuff, Steve, and but you need to earn some money, mate. So I had to go back to going, right, I need to, work on the gigs I've got and generate more work, which I have done. I've got a load of gigs coming up now, and it's great. So I will be going back to it. I want to do it properly. I may do it with someone else, just so it takes the heat off a little bit, because the editing is a killer, and it's a difficult thing to edit with someone. But I have got one that I need to edit with Piff, and I have got a load of people that said they'll agree to do it, and it will definitely happen. I just don't want to stress myself out. So that's going to happen soon. Such a shame we live in this capitalist hellscape. Yeah, if you want to all give me loads of money, I'll do the podcast. If you want to all give me massive amounts of money, I think there is still a Patreon somewhere, but you can do that. If someone give me about 50 grand, I'll take a load of time off and do the podcast. So if you're sitting on a load of money, nothing to do with it, go for it. But no, I've got to get money in. But yeah, so there's that. Go and see Gwilym's thing, from one magician to the other. I've got the end book test, which I'm geeking out on as well as all the tech stuff by oh what an idiot. I always have mental blocks when I need to know. And I've been talking to him loads as well. Oh God, someone remind me. I hate my brain sometimes. I'm gonna have to Google it. This is someone I talk to all the time. It's so bad. This is ADHD, by the way. It's not rudeness. Angelo Carbone. There you go. It's man, the end book test is great. Such a simple idea to change it up, but answers solves a lot of the issues of many book tests. So I've been playing with that. Many of you got in touch and said the crib idea. If you got an Apple Watch and you're doing a book test, and if you senior moment, oh Terry, they're all the time, mate. If I put myself under pressure, I can't remember. It's nearly as bad as not remembering my family members' names. That doesn't happen, but it nearly does if I'm under pressure. So the crib idea of what I did, Chroma, of just making a watch face of your Apple Watch with the crib on it. And I know there's different ways of doing this, or any sort of smartwatch that you've got, is such a great thing, because you can do a book test straight away if you've got 9 words in front of you, because it's just a natural you turn around and look at your watch. And I'm just loving that. I'm sure it's in every mentalism book and publication, but that was a nice thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd test this out, this live thing. I'll go live randomly on my phone like this, because I don't have to set anything up. And if you've got anything you do want me to talk about, rather than just waffling on like this, I will happily do that. So, right, Philo's gone. So I'm going to go and call him back, and I shall be in touch with lots more reviews soon. Some exciting things coming up soon as well. I've got some really lovely gigs, and going out to Italy to compete. That's what I'm doing. It's good, isn't it? I'm 50 and run through the names in the house before I get the right one. Yeah, I do that as well. I run through names of pets that have died before I get the right one. Right. So have a good one. Take care. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Yeah, there'll be lots more waffle. If you're into this, just email me, steve@onlinemagic.co, and say, Steve, I've got a question. And then I'll talk on stuff about it. Gosh, this guy, I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning. I better go. I'm starting to go insane. Right, see you later, everyone. Take care. Thanks loads. Bye.